Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good Sunday morning, Von Hilton. Von Hilton, I think I'm in jail. Help me. Help me. You put me here. Help. I'm in jail. Someone help. Damn, I ain't got nobody on here. All my trolls, all them trolls must be in hell cell, huh? Everybody must be in hell cell right now. Hell cell on Sunday morning. Vaughn's got you all in hell cell, so it don't look like I'm gonna do no shows on a Sunday. Vaughn's got you all in the cell. Won't let y'all come out and play. You guys should have let me know before you got arrested, because I could have had you guys some computers in that jailhouse. Remember, them's my cousins all working there. At least somebody say good morning. It says there's 4 people here. Oh, now there's only one. Must be a John Way. Or is it Stinky himself? One or the other. Nobody wants to watch Big Larry on a Sunday morning. Had 4 viewers and now I have none. Big Larry must not be important on Sundays. Oh, here's 2 more visitors. Morning, Evil Twin. Welcome to the Sunday morning. Happy Sunday, Von Hilton. I see y'all got some. Oh, you all got them laptops that I put in that hell cell that you guys are all in. I'm glad you found the laptops. I mean, I was hiding them up under the mattress. I know all the trolls are in hell cell. I'm in jail, people. I'm in jail. I'm in hell cell. So, Von Hill, and I have a question for you. When are you going to finally put me in jail? Please, I'm ready for a vacation. I need a vacation. Please. Put me in jail, Von Hilton. I'm ready to go to hell cell. Oh, you ain't got enough proof to put me in hell cell. Hell, come on, Vaughn. I thought you knew it all. I thought you had it all. Any of you guys out there a wizard? I know I only got 4 people. I should ask that when I got 35 people here. Any of y'all wizard? How's these magic wands here work? Since I stole Von Hilton's wand, I ain't figured out how to use it. It's throwing some sparks, but it ain't. He's calling his attorneys his $7.99 attorney. Yeah, exactly. How do we get this to work? It's throwing sparks, but I can't. Do I got to say a special thing to it? Does Vaughn got a special code like turn on wand or my big red one? Oh, shit. Ooh, I said that and it's working. That must be the password on his. Damn. Maybe the wand will work now. Yeah, I'm going to try that today, people. I'm trying to get his wand to work. I thought we might have a few wizards out there that might be able to tell me how to get this wand to work here. Yeah, boring, guys. Boring. Hey, figured I'd get on and say good morning. Make sure everyone's doing okay. Make sure everyone's alive. See how many went to hell cell on Saturday night from VONHELTON. Burger King don't like me again today, so welcome to my Burger King life. Had to call them this morning. Morning, Billy. I called Burger King yesterday, and we ordered Burger King. Of course, I order it because that my wife don't remember everything to get, so I literally call the order in. And after, being here 15 years, you would think that Burger King would be getting used to my orders. They already know me as Mr. No Pickles. So I called there yesterday and said, "Hey, this is No Pickles." And I'm calling to place an order. I gave them the list. It was $61 for me, the wife, my neighbor, and my son to eat Burger King. Yes, I did get a couple extra sandwiches. That's why it's kind of high. I tried that classic melt, a little dry. It was okay, though. It was kind of dry. Tried the bacon melt. It was okay. It was kind of dry. Tried the spicy melt. There's no spice to it, people. It is hot. Jalapeno hot. But it wasn't dry. I got to give it credit there. It was not dry. I took the jalapeno peppers off and threw them away, and I ate the burger and never even tasted the jalapenos through the rest of the burger that day. So me and the wife ate them sandwiches, and we saved our other sandwiches for later. Last night I was live with Mr. Handyman. He did a live show, and I went in there to hang out. And after the show, I was like, well, it's 10 o'clock. It's time for me to eat my little half a burger or eat half of it because that's what I usually do. I eat half then and then half later. And she brought it out and she's like, "You're not going to be happy." I was like, "What?" They literally gave me a double Whopper with cheese, with mayonnaise, tomato, onion, lettuce, and pickles. Burger King. They're getting ready to close that last night, and I told the manager about it. First thing this morning, I called and talked to the manager that I talked to yesterday when I made the order because I am a no pickle man. If you put a pickle on it, I will not eat it. So I literally had to throw the top meat. I stripped everything off of it besides the tomatoes. I took the onions off. I took the lettuce off. I took the pickles off. And then I threw the meat to the cat. So I got a bottom bun and a piece of meat and 2 tomatoes. That's what I got off that Whopper. For $10, one piece of little meat. Of course, Burger King said, well, we'll write you down next time you come in. We'll, take care of you. I could see once in a great while, but it seems like they mess up on my order. Maybe I order too much at the same time, and it gets that little cook back there or that prepper so confused they don't know what they're doing. I mean, we don't order just one little double Whopper and cheese and just mayonnaise and tomato by itself. I'm taking a extra Whopper, or I'm trying a couple of the new sandwiches. My wife takes one of the McChickens, the original chickens, and she gets original chicken on the side. I usually get a 20 or 30 piece nugget set for Arnold with the chicken fries and regular fries, and we all get drinks and fries, and I get a set of onion rings. Yesterday we got their chocolate pie. It seems like when I make big orders like that, my order gets messed up. But if I went in there and ordered a double Whopper, mayo and tomato by itself, and then nothing else, no fries, no pop, no nothing, it comes out okay. But I go in there and make a $61 order, and they fuck it up. Yeah, I don't like that, people. And the manager this morning definitely agreed with me. The manager last night definitely. The manager last night kind of started saying that, you don't understand what it's like to work in a fast food restaurant. And I was like, excuse me, honey, I've been in a cook restaurant situation probably more years than you have been born. I have been a cook. I've even worked for Burger King for a whole 4 hours. And the only reason I didn't stay at Burger King is because I was offered a lot better job. When you're making $6.50 an hour and someone calls you and offers you $13 an hour, you're switching jobs. That's just how life works. I can use mud if you get time.
I don't have no mud. It's coffee, but I don't have no mud.
Ha ha.
I can go outside and put some mud in it. Then I'll save it up.
No, I don't want you to go outside and put no mud in it, honey. You know what I meant. Coffee. I'm alive.
I know. I heard you.
I went ahead and went live this morning.
When you go live, you're louder than.
I don't know, baby. Maybe because I'm making sure everybody can hear me.
Well, we can hear you all right.
Well, you know me. I got a big mouth.
Yeah, well.
Seven viewers, 15 minutes, 5 thumbs up. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get many viewers. I wasn't planning on being on here long. I got things I got to do. I want to watch the NASCAR race today. Just thought maybe one of you guys might know how to use this magical wand that I got from VONHELTON. We have a appraiser coming out tomorrow to appraise VONHELTON's $50 million spoon. I got to make sure it's insured. That way, if something happens to it, we know. For the ones that don't know, I, Larry Frost, have VONHELTON's $50 million gold spoon. And I have his magic wand, too. Y'all must be just waking up because there ain't many people talking. Must be getting our coffee and getting things going. It's Sunday morning. Yeah, a lot of people's probably getting ready for church right now. Yeah, I don't know why. I have the same problems with McDonald's the same way. Make a big order and they mess it up. You give them a real small order and they're doing fine with it. It's like the people prepping your foods get mad when you make big orders. Don't they know that when I make a big order like that, that's half their paycheck almost? I mean, look at my Cash App card. I've spent $150 something at Burger King within a week, week and a half. Not counting McDonald's is in there. Long John Silver's is in there. You know how women are when you give them a credit card that has money on it, they just go anywhere and everywhere. Spend, spend, spend. You know, I wonder if Von Hilton's like a woman. Maybe he is a woman. Maybe he was born a woman, people. Because he likes to spend money like a woman, but he don't go out there and make that money. Sorry, honey, that wasn't meant for you.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I heard it.
Yep, maybe Vaughn was born a woman. Von Hilton, you ever think maybe it's so big because your mommy had to have you have one sewed on? Or, I'm sorry, it wasn't your mommy that had it sewed on because she didn't care if she had a boy or girl. It was probably your daddy that had it sewed on with this $2 million inheritance money. He had to have you have a red one sewed on because you were born a girl. My wife is laughing her ass off, people. She is just like in the kitchen laughing her ass off.
It's not funny, but
It's not funny, but you're still laughing, baby.
yeah, I know, right? You're making me laugh now. You cut Vaughn down every chance you get, don't you?
Yeah, honey, I just tell the truth about Von Hilton. Piece of scum wants to talk bad about me, then I'm going to say what I know about him. I'm adding wood to the fire, yep.
Adding a bunch of wood to the fire, and you're pissing your mate off.
Well, my mate loves me no matter what.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you have to piss me off all the time.
Baby, I like you being pissed off because then we can make up.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
okay, you whoa, whatever.
Vaughn, Vaughn. May your leg fall off, Von Hilton. Morning, Bobcat. Yeah, Larry's doing a Sunday morning show. Wanted to let everybody know that we're in Hell Cell. Von Hilton Hell Cell, people. He says the frost are first. I must be in Hell Cell then. I moved out of that house and I left everything for you, Von Hilton.
We tried to leave you the trash, but they brought it.
Yeah, I tried to leave you the trash too, but they brought some of that. I tried to leave my wife, but she wouldn't stay.
You want punch?
He's home. He's doing okay. Thank you for asking, Bobcat. No, baby, I don't want punched. I'm only making jokes. Come on, I'm Facebooking it or YouTubing it.
Can you say a little lower so I don't have to hear it?
Okay. You know, I'm gonna buy you a headset to go with your radio.
I already got one.
Well, use them for when I'm live.
Well, I can't find them.
Use mine. I got a headset. Arnold's got a headset. Larry's got his headset, but it's with him.
No.
Honey, I'm not trying to get you mad. I just like getting on here and having fun.
Is Kitty on that?
No.
Maggie?
No.
Nobody like that?
Just a couple of the guys are on right now.
Okay, tell the guys I said hi.
The wife said, "Good morning, gentlemen."
I bought you coffee.
I seen that. Thank you, honey. Bob Cat says, "Good morning." Hi, April.
Hi. No, I don't wish I was either.
Well, I want to be, so I need to start working on it.
Then you work on it and that butt hurt a little. Damn, Dad, that's a.
Thought you liked the big ones, baby.
It's not how. It's not how big it is.
It's how I use it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's a big one, and I know how to use it. I light it and smoke it. Yeah, Von Hilton, you did a video a year ago, buddy. Said you're putting me in jail. You were doing this. You're doing that. A year later, Von Hilton, I'm still not in jail. Your gods or your lawyers or whoever must be working extra, extra slow. Von Hilton, I could have took a trip around the world and came back and still be waiting to go to hell cell. And that's walk around the world, not fly. I could walk around the world and still come home and not be in hell cell. I got the window open for the smell goes outside, baby.
And I don't care.
Okay, I didn't want you to get stoned by the smell.
I'm always stoned being with you.
Yeah, I know, baby. Should be used to it after 21 years, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you would think she'd be used to me, the smell of the herb, after being with me for 21 years. She asked me a question the other day. Is it the stinkier it is, the better it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Most of the time, yeah. So as your ears got better, they're not bothering me right now, Bobcat, so that's a good thing.
I got the oven on because it feels kind of cold.
Okay, well, I just opened the window.
Okay.
Well, you can shut my door if you think it's cold in the house.
Okay.
And that way my room will stay chilly, but the rest of your house is warm. I know how you like it like 20 degrees hotter than me.
Yeah, you don't freeze your ass off like I do.
Well, that's because I got a big ass.
Yeah.
My ass ain't small like yours, so you ain't got enough to keep it warm, baby. I got plenty to keep mine warm.
Well, give me some.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy. My wife does, yes. She'd like to have it 85, 90 in the house. Me, I like it about the 65 to 70s, where it's kind of cool, but, not hot, but not cold. Yeah, men like it colder, exactly. With Vaughn's wand, can I summons his gods?
I don't know about that. I don't think so. I don't know.
I might have to try that today. I might want to summons gods, Vaughn's gods. All I know is I'm going to try to figure out why that wand is sparking all the time. I think it wants to be used or something, or Von Hilton's trying to find it and calling it, and it sparks every time he calls its name. Yeah. Never thought about that, Bobcat. Maybe. His tummy is his god's. It's just like I always thought it was funny. He's always telling everybody, oh, I was starving, I was starving, I was starving. But every video he does, he's eating. I've not seen one video of Von Hilton not eating through alive. Do I get hungry when I'm alive? Yeah, I do. I block the camera out. I can even mute it at the same time and just read what you guys are saying and watch you guys. And you guys ain't watching me chew my food. You ain't watching to see how big my mouth is.
It's big.
But hell, we can say it, people. It's big.
Yeah, sure is.
Don't believe your eyes, Larry. I don't know. That's the only way I know the truth, Bobcat, is if I see it myself.
So if I can't see God,
I don't believe my eyes last night when I looked at my Whopper, my double Whopper. Lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles. Oh my. Lettuce, onions, and pickles. Oh my.
I want to ask you a question.
What?
So if I can't see God, that means it's not real.
Baby, that is a long conversation that we would all sit down and talk about, because I personally think there is a God, and you know what I think about him.
Yeah, I know.
Just because I don't see him, that means that he's not real. No, I don't believe that.
Okay.
I've never seen a Bigfoot, but I believe he probably does exist. But I think he's a human being, a man who has been living out in the woods for 80 years with a bear coat on.
Did Grizzly Adams die?
Did Grizzly Adams die? I don't know, baby.
I used to like to watch the show.
Now that I've said it out loud and these people are watching, there's 17 of them. They will answer that question for you. Did Grizzly Adams die? Honey, that's a movie a long time ago. I'm literally going to say probably yes.
Probably. I don't know why.
I mean, but you know, there are real people out there that are Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
Their name ain't Grizzly Adams, but they live in Alaska, in the woods, all by themselves. They go out and hunt, trap, fish. They survive on their own. They don't go to grocery stores. They don't go to the liquor stores. They make everything at home with themselves, just like they used to do in the 1860s and then on. John Grizzly Adams, 1812 to 1860.
Yeah, he probably died.
He died in 1860, honey. He died 105 years before I was born.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Thank you, Bobcat.
thank you. Yeah, but
Well, me and my wife was discussing it. She says she loved that show. I did too. I remember watching it when I was growing up.
I don't know what day it came on, but what time.
You know, baby, I can probably get on YouTube and we can probably pull them out somewhere. Because, you know, they record everything nowadays.
I know it.
You can literally get on this computer and almost do anything.
When you get time.
You know, you remember that movie that me and you watched about that young boy that was playing on his computer and ended up tapping into the war defense?
Yeah,
That literally could happen.
I like that movie.
That literally could happen if someone really tried.
I hope Larry doesn't.
Yeah, and our kid is taking that kind of technology that he probably could.
That's why I said I hope Larry doesn't figure it out.
He wouldn't blow up the world.
I know that, but you know, you hang around and we're all kind of people.
We want him, honey, where he can take a computer apart and put it back together with no problem. He understands what all the parts are. He understands everything. Like I said, he's taken one of the hardest classes in the school.
I know, I don't.
That's what he wanted.
Maybe he needed a challenge.
Maybe he wanted a challenge. Yeah, exactly.
See if he could do it.
Well, it ain't if he can do it. After he's done doing it, he's going to work the next 20 years of his life doing it.
Yeah, that'd be all.
Well, that's what he's supposed to be going to college. I mean, you don't go to college 4 years and become a doctor and then never become a doctor.
I know.
That'd be stupid.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to go.
At least in my book. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to school for 4 years and then medical, another 4 years for medical or whatever. And you got 8 years invested in schooling and you don't even become a doctor. Why'd you go to school? Looks like it's just me and you here, Bobcat. Showing me 16 viewers, though, so.
I'm here, but I'm not on.
Yeah, honey, we know you're here.
The little lady showed up yet?
The guy who had the role of Grizzly Adams in the movie, Dan Haggerty, died in 2016.
Okay.
So the guy that we watched in the Grizzly Adams movies,
Yeah.
he died in 2016. Because that wasn't the original Grizzly Adams, you know that. Grizzly Adams was from a book about people back in that time of year, that century.
I didn't know it was a book.
Yeah, it was ended up. Hi, Amardo. Listening in the background, chasing grandbabies around. Yeah, that's cool, Brian. I just want to make sure. I mean, it shows me 16 here. Now we got 18. But me and Bobcat's just been going on. I'm doing okay, Lardo. I really am. Just living day one day at a time like everyone else. Same problems with Burger King, no matter if I live 25 miles away or a half a mile away. They still can't figure the orders out. Maybe I should call Burger King and ask them if they can make it a handicap accessory for me. Or maybe Burger King should open a Burger King. You know how they say it, have it your way? Maybe they ought to have the ketchup and mustard and the mayonnaise and the tomatoes and onions and pickles and all that shit that they put on them sandwiches. Maybe they ought to have us make them ourselves. Some people are saying they got machines coming out now that the machines does everything. Well, it might work a little bit better. Maybe the machines won't put pickles on my Whoppers. You know, and it ain't just on the Whoppers, people. Everything. Anything and everything that comes with pickles, onions, or lettuce, keep it. All I want is the mayonnaise and tomatoes. I'm addicted to tomatoes. I can admit to that. I am addicted to my tomatoes. I love them. Been eating them all my life. And if my grandmother was around, I'd have her tell y'all the same thing because she used to chase me out of her tomato garden every weekend when we were at her house. I was in the tomato garden. I would eat her as soon as they were ready to be eaten. I was there with the salt shaker. Get out of them. I'm canning them. Them are for all year. You'll eat them all in a day. Yeah, I would. Yeah, and they want $25 an hour, but they can't even throw a Whopper together right. This is Anti Pickle. Good morning, Larry. Morning, Andy. Yeah, I don't do pickles at all. I literally told him that I am allergic to them, that I will have seizures if I eat a pickle. If I touch it on my skin, I break out. I go in somewhere and I order food a certain way. I want it that way. If not, I'm giving it back to you and having you do it again and again and again and again until it comes out the right way. My hard earned money is going on this. I want it my way. And Burger King, your commercial says it. Have it your way. Well, yeah, some people do, Andy. Exactly. I mean, I'm not putting nobody down for liking pickles. All pickles to you, buddy. I just don't like pickles. I do like onions, but I can't chew them no more because there is no teeth up in here. I don't eat lettuce. I'm not a rabbit. Tell you one thing I did like about Burger King. I like them rodeo burgers. You guys ever tried them? Them were pretty decent. I just love food. Yeah, me too, Lardo. Me too. Yeah, we even went to the Longhorn Steakhouse once, and I ordered it medium rare. And she looked at me, and I was like, honey, I want it to almost be mooing when I take that knife and cut it. When I cut it, it's got to be red inside, and I wouldn't care if it's got a little drop of blood coming off of it still. They brought me a well done steak. Oh, was that a big mistake? You think I'm going to pay $35 for a steak that wasn't cooked the way I want? Not. Yep, manager ended up covering that bill. And I bet you he probably fired the cook that day too. Well, I told honestly, Salad, I told the waitress, she come back and I was like, you still have my ticket? She goes, yeah. I was like, what's my steak say? She looks at me, rare, medium rare kind of deal. And I was like, yeah, didn't I say I wanted to move? She goes, yeah. You were serious? I was like, well, I don't want it to move, but I want it to be nice and pink where I can chew it and eat it. And this is when I had teeth. And I looked at her and I was like, look at that. I cut the steak wide open. You can see them right down the middle, right straight down the center of it. Does that look like it's pink? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get the manager for you. Manager comes out. Can I help you? I was like, not really. They kind of messed up on my steak. I mean, I wanted it like almost bloody, raw area kind of deal where it's easy for me to chew. I like to taste the meat. I don't want a leather chew. You know what I mean? And he looked at that. He goes, oh, I am so sorry. About 3 to 5 minutes later, he come out there with a brand new fresh steak, new order of fries, and covered the whole bill. The bill was over $160 something. There was 3 adults and 2 children eating. Later, Lardo, and if you're broadcasting on YouTube, let me know because I'll come over and watch. I love watching other people's shows. I only get on most of the time because no one else is on and I'm bored. You're on Twitch. I don't know. I would have to see if I can get up over there. I ain't never tried. I'll have to get my kid to hook it up for me. Look for Lardo 44. Okay. Well, if my boy gets that Twitch done for me, I will come on over and watch. You know, like right now, it's YouTube and StreamYard for me because I'm just still even learning to do them. Okay, and I'll try it in a little bit, Lardo. What time you going live? About noon? You know, I kind of want to get mine kind of set up. I'm not trying to copy anybody or anything, but you know, I like to have it where there's a 5 or 10 minute little clip out in the front of my show for when I'm starting. That way it gives people time to get here and, get ready for us to start the show. Kind of announcing that I'm having a show in the mornings instead of just jumping on and doing this. I'm still learning a lot of stuff. When I really get bored and I don't have nothing else to do and I come back home and I crawl back up in my bed and Mr. Laptop's sitting in front of me, I get on there and start pushing buttons. That's how I found out about Handyman going live yesterday, because I was scanning and Handyman, oh, I'm going live tonight. And I was like, well, hi, how you doing? And he's like, you're welcome to come. And I was like, okay, I'll be there. I can literally say I love Mr. Handyman. I love his videos. I love watching him walk through some of them places that he works for or from, however you want to pronounce that or say that. Love seeing the baseball field. It kind of reminds me of my olden days when I was out working, and I never worked for a baseball field, but I did work for the Toledo Sports Arena. And we did a lot of concerts. They've had the circus there quite a few times, like every year. They've had the big old trucks jumping in the mud, and we've had a lot of things there. We played a lot of hockey there. That was really what it was. It was our hockey ring. The Toledo Gold Diggers. Yeah, they tore it down and put a whole new place up in downtown. Right in the heart of town. Got a brand new baseball field and all. Yeah, since I moved down here, Toledo's growing a little bit more. They now have a casino, which I knew would be going up pretty soon. I mean, it's 15 years, so I've been out of there 15 years. People say, oh, you should move back here. I don't want to move in the cold. I'm trying to get out of the cold. I don't want to open my door and find 5 foot of snow and I need a snow shovel to get out of the house. We get snow here 1 inch. You get an inch down here, they close all the roads. The whole town shuts down. Yeah, I figured I'd get on here and see how many of you are sitting in hell cell right now. Maybe that's what I should name my show, the Hell Cell Show. The people that belong in hell cell. VONHELTON's Trolls. VONHELTON, you keep saying, where'd your mom's money go? Where's your mom's money? This, that. Your mom's been taking care of you 30 years, VONHELTON. Take the last 30 years of electric bills and add them all together. Let's say, because you did get food stamps after a while, let's say your mommy fed you for 15 years of that. So add 3 meals a day there, Vaughn. Let's add the water bill. Let's add up let's add up the car that you wrecked. Let's add up the truck she bought you. I don't know, Vaughn. Where do you think your mom's money went? Where do you think it really is? I think you already spent it, you stupid fuck. Let's be real. Mommy was not a rich millionaire. Your mommy barely got by. Your mommy was living off Social Security because she was retired. What was that thing he says that his mom was? Some kind of wonder girl? Rosie or whatever her name was. Von Hilton, you don't even know what year your mother was born in. So really, your mom is building washers and dryers at 10 years old. Your mommy is buying war bonds at 10 years old. Von Hilton, you better find out where your mom was living at 10 years old. U.S. Census tells you. Hello? Hello, Von Hilton. Where was your mom living in 1940 census? Look it up. That makes your mom 11 years old. I believe that, Vaughn. I really do. He blames everybody, everything. Vaughn is the only person that does not do wrong. Everybody else does wrong. No, because the way I heard it through the grapevine, through my neighbor, my old neighbor, she says that the old city drunk is going to go ahead and lease them all from Vaughn, all the property. When somebody says he's not town drunk no more, he ain't had a drop of alcohol in over 3 years. So if that's true, that's cool. Cool for him. But if he's still the town drunk, then that's going to make it better for me. Do I know the town drunk? Yes, he is once. He's not a Frost, but he does carry the last name down here, not as a Frost, but he is blood related to me. And Von Hilton. He's the same guy that Alice Hilton fired 15 years ago for drinking on the job. That'd been the year Lake Alice went in there. Little breezy out there this morning. Feels good to me. He says he's going to rent it to 3 different families coming out of Ohio. Personally, I don't think he's going to do anything with them. Maybe destroy them worse than what they are. And once he finds out Von Hilton's not going to give him no money to fix anything up, That's even going to make it worse. Now, if you put a little bit of work in each one of them, they would be rentable. They ain't down to, construction already. Mine, you can probably put a few $100s into it and it'd be livable. None of them are up to code right now, but like I said, $500, could bring them all up to codes. Each one of them, 500. I need a few things done. Well, it needs a few things over there. One, the gravel. That's $350 truckload. He definitely needs a whole truckload, maybe two. Um, One of the floors is kind of weak. He has a mouse, rat, snake, cockroach, spider problem over there, which we've been working on killing them for the last 8 years that we've been there. Yeah, he spent all that money already. Exactly 4 acres. That's what my outside looks like. Can you guys see the wind blowing? Looks pretty breezy out there. You see leaves coming off the trees. See my neighbor's house through the woods right there. See the roof. Then there's my closest neighbor's house right there. Yeah, he spent all his money. And that's the only problem. He has nothing to show for it at all, 4 acres. Besides a fat belly. And not saying he's not starving no more. That's the only thing he's got to show for it. He'd be better off just getting rid of those trailers, have people make shops to home business. Yep. No, his best bet would be to take the first offer that he gets, sell all of them, and move to China or Vietnamese or where he can get his young girlfriends from 14 to 16 years old. Because that's the age he likes them. Yeah, or move in with J Dubs. Yeah, there you go. $19 viewers, 9 thumbs up. 1 hour marker. Yeah, maybe he can make some rubber duckies. Anyone heard? Is his Fallout 4 wife had her baby yet? I want to find out if Von Hilton goes and watch it get born. You know, that some of that stuff that, upsets me because I don't know how many of you guys out here have a child. Have you ever watched your children be born? I've literally watched 3 out of 4 be born. The first one I wasn't so up close, personal. The second one I missed it completely. The third one I was up close, personal. I was dressed just like the doctor. I was there when it was there. I watched it all. The fourth, I watched it all. J-Dubs and Vaughn in a bubble bath. Yes. A hot tub bubble bath. Morning, Jeffrey. Yeah. Three out of five. You watch 3 get born out of 5 of them. That's good, Brian. Yes. You know, how Von Hilton could not be at that hospital. I mean, Marsha and Ronnie even had their oldest child for Vaughn could go to the hospital, be there with his wife. Vaughn could have been at the hospital and did a live show from the damn hospital. Well, I don't know if he's still the town drunk. That's what I know him as. Like I said, he's been sober, they said 3-4 years now. But he's going to lease them. He's going to lease them all from Vaughn, and then he's going to turn around and lease them all to different people. To me, I think it's some kind of scam. I think Von Hilton's going to lose it all. Instead of a Nick Bravo, it's a Tim. I won't say the last name. Sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to bring your name up and all, but it's just what I hear. You said it didn't happen, so I believe you. Yeah, we'll go with Tim Horton. Now they're telling me I'm eligible to buy a house. Yeah, like I want to buy a house now. I just moved. That's what I'm thinking, Jeffrey. And Vaughn ain't still going to see no money. Like I said, Vaughn's best bet is to sell them all, get out of there, and never look back. Just one problem with that all, Vaughn. You can do that, and you could even move to Canada or China or wherever them young girls are that you like so well. We're still going to find you. We're still going to be your troll. We are still going to talk about you because you're going to still be online. Your internet is way more important than anything else in this whole world. You've already proved it to everybody. It was over your mother. It was over your wife. It was over your children. You have the responsibility to get off the computer and take care of your children the right way. You say the state cannot tell you how to live? Yes, they can, VONHELTON. If they come in your house and it is nasty, filthy, maggots crawling on dishes because it ain't been cleaned in a fucking week, oh, yeah, they can take your kids. Literally, can they come in and take your kids for you putting head lice medicine in their hair and sending them to school that way? Yes, they can. I have no idea, Jeffrey. It would have to be about the estate because there's nothing else pending. I hope he does, Vaughn. I hope he opens every box and sets it all up. Because the minute he breaks that seal on that box, it ain't worth shit. You know, like I said, if the kids would have had it, Jim and Millie would have ran it till the kids become that age. Them kids would be set for life. But nope. VONHELTON, he wanted it all himself, and he got it all. All the power to him. Maybe that's how his mom got all that money to buy all them savings bonds at 10 years old. Because she didn't buy Von Hilton no cars. She didn't buy him no toys, did she? Oh, is that what's wrong, little boy? You still growing up in your childhood age. Because that's what it sounds like. Vaughn, I'm not putting you down for having a race cars because I have an HO train set. And I've got over $1,000 into it, if not better. And I'm still adding daily, building daily. That is something that is a progress of work, probably for the rest of my life and maybe my kids' lives too, if they want them. If they don't want them, then they can take it all apart and sell it if they want. I don't care. It's nothing new. Him making sure Alice doesn't own any debts. No, she don't. It was all paid for. It was all taken care of for Acres. It was all her bills are completely paid for. Me and Uncle Jim took care of all of it. Just like him trying to get the $7,000 for the funeral. Von Halen, where'd your mom's money go? $3,500 headstone sitting up there. $4,500 burial. $250 to open and close. $450 for the flowers laying on her coffin. Not counting the 30 years she took care of you. Not counting the money that it cost her to send your father back to Hamilton, Ohio to be buried. Vaughn, I can tell you where all your mom's money went. You ain't going to listen. You're too stupid. You keep calling me a sixth grader. I think you're the sixth grader, especially when it comes to common sense and math. Both of them. You have no idea. Math is no good to you. You do not know how to add. And you definitely ain't got common sense. You got everything that I don't have. And I got what you need. Common sense. I've seen families like when their parents both die, and I've seen families like literally the day they're lowered into the ground, they have the properties and everything up for sale. But then I see families whose parents die and they get everything and they hold on to it forever. And they pass it down to their children, and their children passes it down to their children. And me personally, I think, if you can afford to live there, if living out in the bum-fucked Egypt, out in the mine country land, you literally have to be retired. I have a feeling that the property issue is not resolved yet. Well, I mean, he's still working on it. I mean, it's not all in, as far as I know, it's not all in his name yet. I could be wrong. He's done with me. I know that. I have no court dates. Not at the moment. I think it's this month or the end of next month. He said he had 6 months to literally get the paperwork all in, take care of all Alice's old bills and this, that, and everything, and take care of it for 6 months, and then it's supposed to all go in his name. Somebody said there's no inheritance taxes in the state of Kentucky. I have no idea. Oh, morning, Todd. That's what I said in May. Yeah, I don't know how it works, Todd. I've never had a house given to me. I've never inherited a house. Yeah, I did remember you saying that, Todd. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting addicted to this YouTube, people. I really am. Yeah, I really wish that too, 4 acres, but I got a feeling it's not going to happen that way. I literally think he's going to get it all. And like I said, it's going to be gone and wasted within December 31st of this year. He's going to have to put them all up for sale because he ain't have no money to fix them up. He ain't going to have no money to do anything. Yep. You know, Von Hilton kept telling everybody I brainwashed his mom. I brainwashed his mom. No, people, I do not brainwash Alice. Alice does what she wants. No matter how old she was or whatever, she knew what she wanted and she got what she wanted. Me personally, if I would have brainwashed her, I would have did exactly what everyone just said. She should have sold everything. I'd be living in some kind of high-rise, big old apartment building. And when I'm get hungry, I pick up my phone and say, "Hey, bring me a double cheeseburger, fry, and a drink up." And your butler brings it up to you. And when you get ready to go to see your doctors, you got people opening the doors for you. Have a good day, Miss Alice Hilton. Welcome back home, Miss Alice Hilton. Can't take it with you. You might as well sell it. I told her I would have blew every penny I owned. Everything I owned, I would have lived it high off the hog until the day I died. And the day I die, after I got buried and I had 2 pennies left, give it to the charity. Don't give it to Vaughn. Give it to charity. She's took care of him 60 years of his life. He's going to run his mouth on me and say I'm the sixth grader. His math skills is at a sixth grade level. His common sense is at a third grade level. Yeah, and that's exactly what she left him, $250 a month. To Miss Alice Hilton, Todd, that was a lot of money. This is a woman who was buying loaves of bread for 2 and 3 and 4 cents, 5 cents for a loaf of bread. Guys, I had opened the window, let a little light in and let a little smoke out. Don't want my wife yelling at me saying it's stinking. You know, personally, I don't even think the grandkids are even going to come back. I mean, sooner or later, once they get old enough, they might want to look up their dad or their mom. You know, because I did go looking for my father. My father. Yeah, he won't be around, or if he is around, Bobcat, I will make sure them kids see the videos. By then, the movie should be released. Yes, I know, Todd. Morning, Miss Kitty. Another half hour, I would have had to say good afternoon. Last time I knew Jeffrey, it was in his mom's name. Last time I seen the truck title, it was in his mother's name. I seen him do a video saying that we still have the title to the truck. We have this, we have that. No, people. The box that he left at the lawyer's office that he could not pick up and carry out to his truck, all the paperwork, the titles, everything is sitting in that box. Literally, people, I've told Von Hilton where he can collect $18,000. All he had to do was call and fill out 2 pieces of paper, send his mom's death certificate to them, and they would have sent him an $18,000 check. But he had to do it within 2 weeks. Well, guess what? It took him 2 months to get the paperwork in, and they denied it. Told him, well, guess what? You didn't get it in here on time. We're keeping your $18,000. He abandoned the box. Yeah, he left that box laying there. That tells him all the work that I've done on this trailer that I used to live in. That tells him everything else that I've did to any of the properties. That tells him exactly how much money was in his mommy's bank account, how much money his mommy had in her other bank account. Them books have everything. Them books have the dates that people moved in. Vonhilton, you say that I was power of attorney and that I should have been fixing my place up. I did work on my place. If you get that book and look it up, you'll find the worker. You'll find the day. And if you get on my Facebook account, you'll see the man doing it because I filmed it. Hello. I would have threw it away the first week, Bobcat. The only thing he took is he took the keys to the house and her checkbook, and he walked out the door. He left everything else in the box laying right there. Yes, exactly. They should be charging him $300 an hour for storage. But see, he don't want none of that paperwork. The only thing he wanted was the money. He got the money. He burned all through that money. And now he's wondering where in the hell he's going to get his next dollar from. Well, now he's got to put everything in his name. Now he's got to get it all ready to be rented out, leased out, or whatever. He needs money coming in. And he needs to figure out how to do it. And the longer it takes him to do it, the more broker he is. And he's going to literally run out of money. And then me, Uncle Jim, Ronnie Ray, and all you trolls will be starving him again.
Hey,
Yes, dear.
69.
69.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
You know,
Well, that's only going to be for a little bit longer, Todd. By Christmas, I figure it's all going to be in his name. Right, exactly, Todd. It matters what happens at court.
are you drinking? Why is that dark yellow and that's not?
What, honey? I don't know, honey. If the court's rule it's his, it's all his. Exactly. I don't know, Andy. I'm a very, very busy man, buddy. I'm screwing with his life and running my own life too. Yeah, it's still an active case, yes. Yep, I really don't care how it turns out if he survives it and goes on living life and keeps his properties, and all the power to you, Von Hilton. If you fail miserably and you have to sell everything and you are doing the S word that I'm not allowed to say in my house, sorry about your luck, kid. You talk bad about the Frost family, there's nothing but love in the Frost family. And that's why you were never part of the Frost family, because you don't know how to love. You don't know how to do nothing. You couldn't even do the one thing in the world that's easy as can be is love, respect, honor your parents. You honor your father, but not your mother. Well, we would say McDonald's, Robbie, because that's the hospital or McDonald's are the two free Wi-Fis. There are some homeless people that stream on YouTube. Yeah, I believe that, Robbie. I do believe that. As long as you got a free Wi-Fi somewhere, you can stream. And there's a lot of places that are starting to have them nowadays. McDonald's, hospitals, libraries. That's the best thing that money can buy, 4 acres. I'm going to read that clearly. The kids really won at the end of that. All that really matters, they found a family that will love them and make them feel safe. Thank you, 4 acres. And I definitely agree 125%. The main thing is them kids are going to grow up in a good life, a family loving family who's going to show them respect, discipline, probably teach them how to cook, teach them about life. Von Hilton, you couldn't teach your kids that. That's why they took your kids. If you don't know how to raise a kid, you can't just learn on the fly. Sorry, it don't work on the fly. Andy, yeah, well, we knew it was going to be a long battle and a long this and that. She's wrote so many wills out, it's hard telling. Yeah, I think, really, Robbie, I think that is exactly. He literally tricked his mom into writing a new will in front of a lawyer. Oh, Nick, really? Show me that book, buddy. Show me that book, because I've never had that book. And I got 4 boys. Does it say right on the front cover, make sure you cover their fucking pee-pees up when you go to wipe their ass? Because if not, they're going to piss on you. They ever told you that they have the stinkiest, pissy, nastiest shit in the world? I have 4 boys. And I had brothers and sisters before my own children. I was the second oldest of 6 kids, so the lighting the lighting makes you look like you're in heaven. Yeah. It might be God standing there saying, "Come on, Larry, let's go." Well, he definitely is a low life, even if he don't steal from his children. I even thought it was wrong that he never even went to the birth of his children. I fought, clawed, and fight anything and everybody to get in there to make sure I was there for my children being born. There you go. Thanks, Andy. That's exactly. It's Von Hilton. Yep. 90% of everything we know about Von Hilton, he's put it out there himself. Didn't Mouse stream from the hospital while he was at home? Yes, Andy, they did. She was on his live stream. He was live streaming from home. It's because he's sitting here watching us, Todd. Yeah, I know he is. He's sitting here. He's watching us. That's fine. John Way, why don't you go live with me? Your pussy whip little cream buff bitch, Von Hilton Stinky, won't go with me. Why don't you go live with me? There ain't no court saying you can't.
Did you take your medicine?
No, I have not took my medicine. That's probably why I'm cranky, huh? I'll get it down me right now, baby. And it's 11:45.
I'm eating a snack and my sugar.
He probably ain't got neither one now, Nick. I'm surprised Vaughn gave the pups 5 tater tots. Yeah, no joke. Probably the only thing. He probably ain't got no dog food for him. Yeah. Yes, dear.
something that I think I need to do.
What do you need to do, dear?
I need glasses.
You need to what?
Need glasses.
Why?
Did you know that chair out there?
Okay.
Oh, you guys smoking too much just make my eyes shitty.
Yeah. I did that before, baby, but I was doing acid when I was doing it.
Yeah, no thank
Yeah, I know it's all our fault that the dogs don't eat. We are supposed to take all our money and send it to Von Hilton himself. Nobody else. Don't send it in Vaughn's bank account. You literally got to send the money to Vaughn. Same thing in funeral, remember? You can't send the money to the funeral home. You got to send it to me.
you. I think that is funny. You can send it to whoever you want.
My opinion, I can send my money to anybody I want. Yeah, I've been working on the family tree a little bit more. I'm going to get off the Frost side now and quit working on that side of my family. I'm going to go to the opposite side of my family now and see what kind of history I can find out about them. I might have to pay for ancestries or whatever they call that and see if I can find anything in the history books about them or their parents or their parents or their parents. I do know my grandmother, my mom's mom, came from Scotland. I don't, I think they, if I remember right, I think I found out that she came over in 1909 or something. I'd have to double look the age, the 1909 area. But, it says where she came over, and I want to find out where she came over, what boat she came over. At 9, she had to probably come from her parents or with her parents, or was she adopted out? Yeah, agree, Andy. I agree. That's because that's what he wanted to do. Boy, that wind is definitely blowing. Do you see my curtains moving? I'm hoping this week that my background gets changed and I might even change my window curtain. Well, people, I got 29 viewers here. No, he don't. No, he don't, Andy. An hour and 47 minutes, 11 thumbs up. I'm not doing too bad for 6 months being live. But I do want to, start doing a little changing, maybe start something new.
Is the girl over there yet?
Miss Kitty was here a few minutes ago, baby. I don't know if she's still here. And now that I said her name, if she posts in, I'll tell you.
Or Jane or any of the.
No, the only one I've seen is Miss Kitty.
I'm not ignoring the guys. I just,
Do weather reports birthday shout outs? Well, I mean, I kind of tell you what it's like in the mornings here, so
cold.
everywhere else I can't tell you. Unless I literally do history on it, and I ain't much on the history there, human, dog, TV. I think that's a Von Hilton channel. The weather. I'd rather get on here and talk about football, NASCAR, wrestling, anything but news. NASCAR updates, yeah. Race starting in an hour and 10 minutes. That's the NASCAR update. Race starts hour, 10 minutes away. My prediction, hello 24 car. Welcome to the winning circle. Third win this year. Watch for Hendricks Motorsports. Better keep a close eye on them. They got good drivers, good vehicles. Not saying the rest ain't no good, because there's a lot of good competitors out there. But you also better watch Mr. Kyle Busch too, because he gets into what we call a winning streak kind of run, where I've seen him win 3, 4, 5, 6 races in a row. There's nights that he'll run the Friday night truck, Saturday other vehicle ones, and then Sunday run and win all 3. They call it the sweep. Mr. Kyle has that. You give him a good, that's one thing I thought was funny. Let's talk about NASCAR. I thought it was so funny, and I hope Hendricks Motorsports gets a whiff of this video. Why did you get rid of Kyle Busch? That is one question I would have to ask Hendricks if I ever met him face to face, man to man. Why did you get rid of him? Sure, he blew up 5, 6, 7 engines. But if you give him the power, the good engine, the good cars, he's a winner. He ain't no different than Mr. Jeff Gordon and himself, or Dale Earnhardt himself. It's just like, let's talk about NASCAR. Who's the most winning driver, well known as we know? Richard Petty. He's got 200 wins. But you guys got to remember, it wasn't every Sunday. He was winning Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They wouldn't race once a week. They raced 2, 3, probably every day for a whole month straight. I don't know. I'd have to look up his winning records and see what days he won and this, that, and everything. Because if he raced for 30 years and it was every Sunday for 30 years, still don't give him. He would have had to win every race for 30 years and still wouldn't get that high. Well, maybe he would, but I mean, come on, really. 200 wins is a lot of wins. But I've seen people, do things like that. Not that, you know what I mean? Look at Jeff Gordon. He did pretty good. 93 wins. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was way off, but he had so he had to win 200 of them because he's got 200 wins under his belt. But Richard Petty, he's a good driver. I mean, a good guy. I mean, I'm glad he got all the wins. And look, his whole family was in it. Same thing kind of with the Earnhardts, the Jarretts. Some of them NASCAR drivers have boys and they want to do just what their daddy did. Drive fast. Go left. One thing I'd say about NASCAR, we need to make it more interesting. I mean, they are starting to make it where more cars, more people are starting to win them. But usually if you're in the first top 10, I'm going to say the first 4 cars. If you got a good car and you're running fourth all race long, you have a good chance of winning. You start back in 40th position, the odds of you winning is very, very slim. I think one race, the Daytona. Let's start with the biggest track, or Talladega, or whatever they are. Michigan, one of the 3 big ones. Literally take the fastest cars and put them in the back. Make them work. Make them drive up there. They have to get past all these slow cars. So we're not putting the ability on the vehicle like they do now, where they're running them engines until they blow them. I want the drivers to be able to drive. I like it when they come from 42nd place to first. That makes it a more interesting race in my book. But I don't know much. I just watch it. I root for the 24. No matter who drives it. Even if VONHELTON drove it, I'd still have to vote for it. I'd still be going go 24. And I'd hate to say that, but it's true. I literally stick with the 24 car no matter who's in the driver's seat. I heard a big laugh when everyone says VONHELTON's running for president 2024. Todd Malico, I think you should run for the president's seat. I think you'd be a good guy up there. Yeah. You're smarter than Vaughn. Well, hell, everybody's smarter than Vaughn. Well, I think with that statement, guys, I'm going to end this day. I'm going to get off here and try to roll out of bed, roll into my wheelchair, and roll myself through the house. Somebody did ask me, do I get out of bed? One of these times I think I'm going to show you guys how hard of a job it is for me to get out of this bed and do what I got to do every day. I'm going to get off here, have fun, enjoy your weekend. We got about an hour before the race. So, y'all enjoy the race or do what you do every day. It's a Sunday. We're supposed to rest. You guys have a good day. Peace out, all.